Hi guys, you're watching Atmosphere, and in this video, I'm connected with Vertica Dvivedi, and she's the director of Wade, and she will be explaining about Wade and up to mom. So yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much for this opportunity. I really look forward to people who can take architecture and the women in design and architecture to public, to the greater, bigger realm of the universe. So I'm Vertica Dvivedi. I'm the founder of Wade Asia, and it is a platform for women in design, architecture, art, engineering, construction. I started it in 2016, and it started in a very, very unconventional way. Actually, just 2 years before that, I had a meeting with one of the world's, I would say, one of the one of the architects the entire world looks up to, Zaha Hadid. Okay, and I was so mesmerized. I was so enthralled with that, with her aura, with her presence and everything, that I wanted to do a cover story on her completely. That was 2013. So since 2013, my research on women in design started. As I started looking for, researching for Zaha Hadid's life and work and everything before even meeting her. Okay. And when I went to meet her, and it was a very, very, I would say it has created a deep impact in my heart, in my mind, in my life. And I started realizing, are there more women like her? Why there is no news about them? Why there are no projects? Why there is nothing about them? Because in 2014, 15, we wanted to do some articles on women in design and architecture in the month of March, like everybody else. So we could not find much of the documents about women in design and architecture. So I, for 2 years it continued, and I have been thinking that why is someone not doing something in this segment? Someone needs to do something, and it was not. I did not made it vocal. I was kind of introspecting within me, and in 2015 or so, I realized that somebody is me. Okay, because most of the times we leave things which are to be done thinking that this is not my job, this should be done by someone. Okay, and that's where I think we make mistakes. When things come to us and they are knocking us, it is somehow telling us that you do it. It was not easy. It was not easy. I started visiting a lot of architects in Mumbai, Delhi, everywhere. I went across meeting people that I want to do something for women in design. They started asking why you want to do, who is behind you, are there any minister, are there any someone who is funding this thing, why are you so upbeat about doing it? People did not trust me. Yeah, the beginning was like that. I did not get a single sponsor for the first Wade Asia. Okay, and I wanted to host the best of the best, the ones who need to come there to know that this kind of thing is important. I went and met people. I did not care they trust me or not, because I understood the call. I was very clear with the call. I understood where people make mistake. When it comes to you and it is coming to you again and again, and yet you just throw it away, or yet you just want to not trust that voice, and you want to say that okay, it should be done, but someone else should be done. I took it on me, and after that, because I told you during our initial conversation, I don't have any fear, because there's nothing that I came here with. I came with a backpack to Delhi and wanted to set up my own work, and something that satisfies my inner calling, and something that is with a purpose. If there is no purpose, I don't think I need to do even move a pen from here to there. It should be having some greater purpose other than serving my own small needs, right? It should be having a purpose. If it is not having a purpose, Vertica Dvivedi will not have the energy to do anything. Okay, because I don't think this life is there for just spending it, without any purpose, right? It should be with purpose. And this is the time, this is the phase of the life when you just pass out school, and then, for the next 20-25 years, that's the time of working. Yeah, rest of the time is also to work, but that's the time when you have your full health, full energy, lot of everything that a human being can have. So I wanted to use my best and I wanted to listen to that calling. So Vedisha started.
So, how you wanted to, like, the starting of Ved Asia has begun. So, have you aimed that you wanted to do something for women in architecture and design? That was the initial aim, or is it turned up eventually? Like, what was the
See,
thinking
initial thing was I did not know. I just knew one thing: I need to connect women in design and architecture. That was the inner calling. I wanted to bring them to one place and I wanted to know from there. So it really grew in a very, very organic way. I had no clue, but I had one very clear call that I want to bring women in design and to connect them. And I want them to come in a one platform and it will evolve from there. So I did that in 2016. Approached a lot of clients and all that, but they had, why you want to do in women तो इतना active भी नहीं है, क्या फायदा होगा हमें, they had all these kind of questions. I said, go, I will spend my money, all my savings, whatever I had, I spent on everything, on that. Because at that time I was just started magazine, it was just 5 years time. Magazine had just, started evolving at the time. I spent money from home and I did it because I felt that I need to do it. Anyway, initial thing was to bring them together and to document their work, to tell the world that these are there, these people are there and look at their great work, to document what is not yet documented. That was the initial thing. And we did a lot of documentation. We did a lot of documentation of people's. And since that time, the documentations are very, very clear and appropriate. Whatever is happening, we are keeping tab of everything. So it's kind of thing, it's kind of an organization which is keeping a good eye, a good intention to look at what women in design and architecture are doing. So definitely it's quite imperative that annually we should have awards for different segments. Annually we should make them come together.
Yeah.
If there was no COVID, then I'm more than sure by this time would have done much more. Okay, so initial thing was documenting, bringing them together, giving them a place to network, bringing, telling the world that, okay, they do it, see how they do it. And these are the people, these are the names who they have not even seen. Many of them they have not heard. So in 2017, I think we tried to search more and more women. And that time we got Didi Contractor. At that time we got Namita Singh from Chandigarh. At that time we got a Pakistani architect. They're so nice, so good work, and yet we have not been knowing them so much. I might be knowing because I'm a media person. Some of the seasoned architects might be knowing, but are all knowing them? Even the fraternity know them? No, they don't. So the first work is the fraternity. And now that as Ved is evolving, women in design and architecture, they are also evolving a lot. Now we need to take their work and take architecture as a whole to the public. If you look at, why we chose a gender or something, it's not about hue and cry about it. It's not about, creating a platform where you say, see, we're not getting these rights and all that. Our women are empowered women. In the sense, every woman, I believe, is an empowered woman. I started from the scratch. And yet I never felt that, make bichari hoon. I did not have my parents. I came here. I had my family to take care of 3 sisters and 1 brother. And I never felt, for once also I never felt that make bichari hu. मुझे हमेशा लगा कि I'm capable. I will do it. I'll make it. My sisters are capable. My brother is capable. They will do it. मुझे कभी वो feeling नहीं आया. But many women might be having that feeling. Some hand-holding is required. Everyone is not same. And not that they are not strong, but they just need some hand-holding. तो कुछ लोगों के लिए थोड़ा सा hand-holding, कुछ लोगों के लिए connecting, कुछ लोगों को दूर-दूर है, मिल नहीं पाते. Just make them meet. Let them collaborate and inspire. Okay? Because me, as a young woman, when I started, and my sisters, we were like a band of very empowered girls. And we made it. And we never felt anything like that. And, holding each other and moving forward, we become stronger. And that's why Ved Asia is there.
Yeah. So
right?
Throughout these years, how Ved Asia have empowered women, and even in 2022, what's the plan of Ved?
Great question. So, see, I think we are no one to empower anybody.
Yeah.
Everybody is empowered. Okay? We are just facilitators. okay, who bring things together for a community to come and explore. Okay, so Ved Asia is a very big facilitator of, emerging women in design architecture. And is Ved Asia only about women? No, we have a hashtag, men who support Ved. So if you go there, you'll probably find some of the posts wherein men come forward, because it's a very happy place. It's a place of possibilities. Why men, women, everybody come forward, to help us. And we give men their roles. Because we want women to really participate as a speaker or participate in award and all that. So we give men the work for jury, for, all the other work, like some kind of speakers also, some moderators also, and all that. So men and women come together. If you look at speakers and jury, you'll find more men. But if you look at women, awards, it's all women. So we have a good ratio of about 50% of men and women. So when someone comes and visit Ved Asia, lot of fathers bring their daughters. क्या मैं चाहता हूँ कि वो ये करे, ये उसको चाहती है कि she is very creative, she wants to do something. So I believe like if she comes to your platform, looks at all the work that done by women, she will understand whether she wants to go into this field or not. There's a lot of fathers who come in. Go to Ved Asia, check in opinions. You'll find a lot. Come to Ved Asia, you'll see. Okay? There are, moms who have left architecture since long. Sons and daughters, they are bringing them to Ved. कि मम्मी चलो जाके देखो अभी भी आप कुछ कर सकते हो. And when they come, they feel okay. Oh, I've been so lost. मैं तो दूसरी दुनिया में ही चली गई थी. Now I feel that I can be back. And why not? Why not? You see? So it's coming together is a lot of power. Coming together is a lot of strength. I can be alone and I can probably just break a single, small matchstick. But together we can have a lot of ideas. We can do a lot of things. We can create a lot of things with the matchsticks, isn't it? Yeah. So what we want to do, how we want to do, is all about ideas. It's all about coming together. It's all about collaboration. It's all about learning, knowledge, right? And so Ved Asia is all about this.
And how like a architect or a student can participate in Ved Asia, and how the process works, and what all activities are there. And
Okay.
brief something out.
See, Ved Asia is large. It's huge. Okay. So in 2 days, last time, now it's 3 days, huh? So in 3 days, we're expecting, because there are a lot of other activities happen alongside Ved Asia. So let me just give you a brief about Ved first. So Ved is about, the Ved awards are about lots of different projects, more than 12 categories like residential, commercial, then institutional, landscape, urban design, then hospitality, educational and all kinds of projects